Hi Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading. This is for the week of March 4th, Monday, to March 10th, Sunday. Let's jump right in. I'm actually going to do a little bit of cold reading. Usually I arrange the cards as Spirit wants me to, and I, preview it really quickly to get the narrative. But there's just so much information. I'm just going to jump in and do my thing, okay? All right, so what I'm picking up for you for this week, Aquarius, is I feel like I'm talking to the same collective that I've been reading for the past week or two. Aquarius, I think that there's a relationship in your life, and I feel this is a spiritually founded one. I'm seeing the 11 right there, so that explains why you've been having such a hard time identifying and working with this person and understanding this person, is because I think there's a spiritual contract there. I think that you guys go deeper. For some of you, it's a twin flame situation, and so getting to know them is a process, and it takes a little time. All right, so anyway, it's like unfolding. As you unfold about yourself, you unfold about them, and there are just some things that you guys can't see about each other at any given time. It's like you keep missing each other. It's all part of the plan, but it's a little bit hard. So I'm feeling to show you this card here, way off in the cut. Trust in the plan. All right, just take it one step at a time. That being said, I feel, Aquarius, that where you are right now is that you've been talking to a lot of people about this relationship. You've been ruminating about it. You've been thinking about it, because with this relationship, I feel that it's almost like you have had a hard time seeing eye to eye with this person. You guys are so different fundamentally. You want to get to the same place, get on the same page, but you've had a hard time seeing this person for who they are, in a sense, and them seeing you because of who you guys are. It's almost like I feel like there's like this prince and the pauper kind of mentality, and I didn't read the book, so please don't follow that line of thinking so much. But what I'm picking up here is just that it's just that one of you may be from a different social class or economic class, or just whatever. It feels that way. Okay, either way, let's move on. As Spirit says, let's move on. I feel that you have, for the time being, you've decided to kind of vacate the premises, in a sense. That being said, I feel like you've decided to take a break on making a decision about this connection, and you've just like, it's almost like you're like at this desk here, and you're like, that's it, I'm going for a walk. And that's what I'm feeling. I feel that you're going to pick up and you're going to take a journey of sorts. You may not actively be going anywhere, but you are taking a step back from this connection, because I feel like you're going to go into the unknown. You're journeying into the unknown. You're going out. You're taking it day by day, not focusing on this for right now. I feel that you're like, I want to take some time out because I want to make sure I make the right decision. So I'm going to focus on other things, other projects that I have going on. And I think on some level, you also want to make sure that you're using your faculties and yourself for the betterment of society, to be of service to other people. So instead of sitting here ruminating about this connection that just seems so hard for you to make, you are just going to stay focused in physical. You're going to head out. You're just going to do new things and meet new people. And that doesn't, for cross watchers, that doesn't mean Aquarius is going to be dating and stuff. It just means they want to like make their mark in the physical world. They want to get their hands dirty. They want to do things. That's what I'm picking up for Aquarius, okay? Yes, let's move on. So I feel, Aquarius, that when it comes to this connection, you're just having a hard time making a decision. And I think that the reason why is because you feel that you don't have enough information to make this decision. And you may well be true. Again, I just feel like there are some things that are being kept from you, and also there are some things that you're just not able to see at this time. I think that you both still have some growing to do. I just feel like that's the case. Okay, hold on one second. Where am I? Okay. Yes, that's the case, and so you're indecisive about this connection. At the same time, I feel that you know that this is a nice connection. There's a heart connection here, but even though you know there's a heart connection and you guys are in love, you're still so split mind about this person. Even though they're wholeheartedly for you, they're wholeheartedly waiting for you to pick them up off the shelf, to give them the time of day, but you're split mind. And the reason why you're split mind is because you have this big fear that this person cannot shoulder the burden of the lifestyle that you have. I feel that on some level you think that they're still immature. I think that you feel like they haven't learned enough lessons to stand by you as your spouse, as your mate, to weather the storm with you, to live the lifestyle that you're living. Whether it's because you live a lifestyle that's more impoverished, or maybe you live a lifestyle where you need to be more independent, or maybe you need to be at a distance. I don't know, whatever it is. If it's because you have kids and they're a young person, and you've been married before and they haven't, you have kids and they've never done that, whatever it is, I feel like you feel there's a difference in experience level, and that this person cannot meet you where you are as far as experience. What else was I gonna say here? I think that you think also that they're kind of too worldly. It's almost like maybe they're too materialistic, or they're too much at leisure, they're too much at play, they've never had to be serious about stuff. It feels like that's what it feels like to me, Aquarius. Now, Aquarius, it's coming, if this resonates with you, it's coming across as though you've had a life that has been kind of trying, and maybe you would consider yourself as having grown up in the hard knocks in the school for hard knocks, right? And you're wondering if this person, who in your mind is more privileged and whatnot, if they can be down with the life that you've led. Now, I gotta be honest with you, Aquarius. I think part of this is your own bias. And you know me, I keep it real. I wouldn't lie to you. I feel kind of like, not to say it's a little bit of arrogance, but it's almost like a little bit like, I have lived a more stressful life than you. It's almost like you're lording your sense of accomplishment and sense of experience over this other person who you feel doesn't have enough. In fact, look at you standing right here over them. You're standing over them, lording over them. It's almost like you've taken it up upon yourself to be the jury and the judge about what constitutes experience, how much of it is means that you're awesome, and you've looked at them and you've made a decision that they are lacking, they're wanting. And that's kind of not true here. As that's what I'm seeing here. If it were true, I'd totally let you know. I'd be like, yeah, you're totally right. But I'm picking up here that you don't have the spiritual sight at this time. You don't have enough information at this time. This is what came out in your March 2019 reading as well. I think also there's a little sense of arrogance on your behalf, whether or not you're picking up on it. I think that you have some growing to do as well before you can actually see who this person is. Take a look here. Again, I'm seeing it's almost like you're lording over this person and you're seeing them in a certain light, but look at from our vantage point. You can't really see this person's face. This is what they look like, right? If you had enough spiritual sight and enough understanding and wisdom, so to speak, you would see who they really are, but you don't. Instead, you just see a little bit of who you think they are, and you're not seeing it accurately, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, those are the energies that I'm feeling. That being said, I know that you see this person as definitely soulmate material, like definitely somebody who it's easy with on many levels. I also see it's very hard because you guys just don't see eye to eye, because you guys have some more growing to. You have to grow into each other, if that makes sense. You have to grow some more on both sides so that you can naturally, the more you grow, the more close you'll naturally become until you're actively able to see who each other is. All right, and but yet, despite that inability to see what's going on, you know there's an affinity here. In fact, two times I'm seeing the what do you call this? The soulmate card here. I'm also seeing 2 times the hope card here. This is a connection that is a good one. Hey Aquarius, okay, I'm back. I had to turn off the video because I needed to delve even deeper into this, because I'm seeing, yeah, it's interesting. All right, anyway, let's continue on. So yeah, what I was saying earlier is that yes, you're having trouble making this decision because you don't feel like you have enough information about this person. That being said, I'm seeing that with respect to communication, you've kind of taken a step back. If you haven't done so, you may find yourself doing so this week or coming up. And you've taken a step back to really ruminate about this and think about this. And it's almost like if you do give them a little bit of information, it won't be that much, because I'm seeing ghosting here. I do feel like you danced with them a little bit, as I'm seeing here. You maybe a quick text here and there, just a little bit, just to, I don't know, whet the appetite. But I do see the deception card. It's almost like even though you're giving a little something, you are stepping back, and so you're kind of ghosting them. And meanwhile, this is them waiting for your communique, and the bird at the top is you, and they're the ones with the staff, and they're waiting for you to kind of come, and they're like, where's the message? They're waiting. This is them waiting again, and it's almost like, not to say they get a high, but they get a high off of every time you text them or you reach out to them, you call them, you connect with them. And why? Because this person likes you, and you know, when somebody likes somebody else, they want to be in contact. They want to know that they mean something, right? I'm also getting that they don't know why you're holding back so much as well. Again, for you, you just feel like on some level they're not experientially where you would like them to be. I think to you they come across as being a little too young and immature, but they don't really necessarily know that. They're just like, I like this person, and from what I can tell, this person likes me. There's some compatibility there, even though we're two very different people, but yet they just won't open up to me, and I don't understand why. And so to them, they're left kind of wondering. It's funny because here again I see them wondering like, what's going on with this communication. Meanwhile, I'll show you the cards. Hold on, let me get in a position here. Yeah, this is them, like on the left, wondering, well, why isn't this person connecting with me? Why aren't they communicating? Look at their face. They look a little disgruntled, confused. At the same time, this is you being a hermit. You're out on your own. You're doing your thing. As I said, you're going to be stepping out, kind of having experiences in your community, just trying to be more physical and out of your mind about this situation. But look, you're still having this person's face is in this moon. You're still thinking about this person nevertheless, but I do feel that if you are having communication, it's very limited. That being said, you're out there trying to experience life. For some of you, I do see that you're trying on different people. Maybe you're dating right now, maybe you're just having sex, maybe it's just carnal. This is definitely not for all Aquarians, but I just do see it a little bit there for some people. For some of you, it's just that you're just hanging out with friends, you're just trying to get alternate perspectives of the world. It's almost like some of you are not able to be traveling as much as you'd like to be, so really you kind of live the world through your friends, right? So you talk to them. I see some of you having friends in the community, people you see every day, and kind of rap with them a little bit, you talk with them a little bit, but in the meantime you're leaving this other person out in the cold, and they're kind of like they're kind of feeling a little heartbroken, right? And I think on some level you might be as well. Maybe you're missing them as well and you don't realize that. But I see more that you're focused on being at work. I feel like you're trying to be physical because there are a lot of things that you're doing, and you may feel that you're flying at the seat of your pants. I see you like going in every which way, every direction, whichever way the wind blows, so to speak. But that being said, I feel that you still do care about this person, and I definitely feel that they still care about you. They're like, excuse me, not to say idolizing you, but they really, really like you, okay? Again, as far as this connection goes, you've got the 10 of Cups, happy home life. Again, this connection is a good connection. Soulmate card, again, this connection's a good connection. But I see, here's where I was like, what? The conflict is here. You have it within your power to work on this relationship, yet you're choosing to ghost on them and kind of string them along with respect to communication and conversation. And it's funny because as I'm saying that, I'm hearing some of you Aquarians out there saying that's not fair, to look at it that way, and maybe you guys are the ones who are gonna unlike. But I'm hearing that's not fair, this person's, you don't know what this person's done, they're too immature, they've this, they've that, they've da da da. And I get that, I get that, but like that's something you'd have to really, I feel like you'd have to zoom out a little bit, because the way that, look, I'm having a conversation with your spirits, dear God. You'd have to zoom out a little bit, because the energy that I'm picking up here, is what spirit is presenting to me, and they're looking at it from a certain level of the field. For you, if you're having this feeling like, but you don't know, this person did that, and da da da, you don't know because you're at a more detailed microscopic level. You're in the forest and you're looking at the trees. I'm looking at the forest, right? So in the trees, it's a little bit hard because when you're in the trees, you don't have that person in the helicopter looking down and giving you like go right, go left, because they can see the whole thing and how it interplays. If I'm looking at the whole thing and looking at it from a certain perspective, I'm able to see things like based on what spirit says, but I'm able to see things like, yes, you feel this person doesn't have enough experience. However, that's because there are certain things on your end that you need to work on. There are certain things that you need to unblock so that you could see what's going on with this person. Because again, what I'm seeing is that you're seeing this person as this. But this is how you should be seeing this person. If you were able to have the macroscopic view that spirit is providing here to round out your experience, then you would see that actually this connection is a good connection and this is a soulmate. And the reason why is because, as spirit is jumping in to say, the reason why is because you just can't see the backdrop. That's what they're saying. That's verbatim. You can't see the backdrop. What that means is that everything that is happening between the two of you is because there's a need to balance, okay? There's a need to balance, especially for those of you who are in twin flame relationships. Either way, there's a need to balance. You need to learn this, they need to learn that. You guys come together, you mix, you meld, and you blah, blah, blah. But what does it feel like down here? It feels like hell. It's like another, imagine how they feel that you're ghosting. Like, what the hell, right? That's because they have to learn a lesson somewhere. You have to learn a lesson. You're ghosting and you're taking time to step back and think. Teaches them the lesson that they need to be self-sufficient, self-serving. They can't be stuck up under you because you're independent and they need to match your independence with their independence. At the same time, you are reacting to them because you need to learn that you need to learn to respect other people's experiences. It's just like this whole thing. Anyway, not ranting and raving about it, but I feel like spirit wanted to address that because it's hard sometimes when people hear this and they don't realize that the level at which spirit is watching this is at a higher level, and they're looking at the way things fit together, right? So that's what I'm saying here. This is a good relationship. 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups. I'm feeling maybe this will lead to marriage for some of you. Maybe it won't lead for marriage for some of you, but I feel for quite a bit of you, if this is resonating, this could lead to marriage. And I think that people don't just get made for marriage. You have to go through stuff. You have to go through certain things so that you can grow together. Grow together, but also grow together. Ding, closer together. Anyway, so what I'm seeing here is there's a little conflict in your mind if this resonates with you, because I feel that there's just a point where not only are you not able to go past because you need more information, there's a point where you almost don't want to go past, and that's because probably some of you want to have more experiences. And what that means is on the soul level, you need to pick up more experiences with other people. So it could very well be at an even more macroscopic level that your ghosting today serves a purpose so that you can head out, have the experience that you need, grow a little bit, come back, connect with them, and blah 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 blah. But at the same time that you feel this need to not go forward with them at this time, it's almost that you're still missing, there's almost a sense of lack. You're still missing this connection with them. And somewhere inside of you, you're still hoping that you can have this connection. Some of you may even be sitting there and acknowledging that at the current state that you are in and at the current state that they are in, wait, can you guys see that? Yes. At the current state that they are in, you guys aren't necessarily the best match right now. However, you have gotten together to a certain degree where you could have the alchemical and energetic exchange. And as I'm saying that, I'm hearing some of you are saying, yeah. I think some of you know that you've had some kind of alchemical and energetic exchange with each other. Like there's been an integration of some kind. And so therefore, you may have to go back apart again, learn again, come back for a reintegration, right? So things are moving along the way that they should move along. And I think that some of you are really hoping that it does end with you guys together. I think some of you might be hoping that it's almost like you want to say, universe, mold me or shape me to be the person that could receive this person and who this person could receive. And once again, I feel like I need to show you this card. Yeah. The trust in the plan, trust in the divine plan card. Okay. So it sucks, life sucks sometimes, but just know there is a plan and that you're moving swimmingly towards that. The universe is supporting your desire at this time to step back and think about things and to have varied experiences, okay? And for cross watchers, it doesn't necessarily mean that your Aquarius love is out there sleeping around with other people. That's always the first place we go to. Why? Because we do it. I would. That's the first place I would think, like, oh, this person just wants to go out there and sleep around. And that may be the case with some people, but even they are moving to a certain tune on a spiritual level that's saying they need to have energetic exchanges with other people. You know, it's a balancing act. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna end it right there, guys, and thank you so much. Hopefully I edit this video properly. I might not, because it just with the timing, I want to get this video out in time for you, but either way, thank you so much and have a beautiful week, and hang in there, guys. Hang in there. There's learning to be had and you're gonna enjoy it. Okay, bye.